It was that time of the year again. Free amusement park tickets to all elementary students who would perform 60 minutes of leisure reading. Every school year, we got the yellow flyers in our mailboxes explaining our opportunity to receive free tickets to the best theme park in the Chicagoland area, Six Flags Great America. At that age, I could have arguably debated that this annual encounter was greater than Christmas morning. I absolutely loved roller coasters, and therefore Six Flags always had a special home in my heart. Although incentives such as free Six Flags tickets sound rewarding, I now realize from classroom discussion that I was not the norm when it came to beginning my literacy history. I have never had a specific person encourage me to read and write like most children. However, incentives to do these tasks were the best ways to keep me going. Furthermore, Six Flags tickets were only the beginning to my list of incentives for reading and writing. During our summer breaks, my older sister, who was also never very interested in reading, and I would be involved in the Lake County Library reading programs. The programs allowed kids to rent books and eventually awarded the children with candy and prizes upon their returning of these books. Actually, I remember having contests with my sister to see who could read their entire book the fastest. That is how my siblings and I worked. Anything always seemed to be more fun if it was made into a competition. However, not only did the library support us with prizes and candy, they also set up movie days for the kids who were involved. I remember bringing our favorite blankets and pillows to the library to watch the Winnie the Pooh movie, thinking it was the coolest thing in the world. Come on, how many kids got to have a slumber party at the library? I felt on top of the world. As the years went on, I not only gained more tangible incentives, but also began to benefit from invisible incentives that provided me with a feel-good sensation. I can think back to the very first day in Mrs. McCarter's second grade class where she explained to us what a pen pal was. After hearing about this new concept, not only was I extremely excited to be writing to a new friend, but I was in constant anticipation of the arrival of my pen pal's reply. Her name was Caitlin Thupfong. How could I ever remember that? Well, I kept every single letter from second grade that I'd ever received from her. Here's where it all began. Dear Katie, first, let me tell you about my family. I have one brother and one sister. My mom is a respiratory therapist, and my dad works at Bennigan's. What are your hobbies? Mine are watching scary movies and doing crafts. I have allergies, but no worries. They're not contagious. I used to have a fish, but it died in 3 weeks. Do you like your school? I like mine. In music class, I learned how to play the recorder. It is really hard. Well, my hand is starting to hurt, and I am running out of things to say. Don't forget to write back, pen pal. Your friend, Caitlin. Did I really care about her dead fish, or what her parents did for a living? No, not really. But the fact was that I was writing. Not only was I writing, but I was excited about writing, and even more excited to receive and read the next letter from my pen pal. This actually makes me giggle a little, because even now, I love getting mail. I still have the same excitement today about receiving postcards and letters from family and friends as I did in second grade, if not more. Even to this day, my college roommate and I check our mailboxes in McCutcheon together every morning. Still being the competitive person I have been since I was young, we make a game out of it to see who can get the most mail, as we secretly beg our friends to write us letters. Regardless of the fact that my friends could easily write on my wall on Facebook or send a quick text message to my cell phone, there is something about getting a handwritten letter or postcard that gives me a special feeling. Maybe that is what reading and writing is all about. That special feeling is definitely an incentive to continue to read and write. Although my incentives have changed throughout the years, my literacy habits still follow a common trend. Instead of games, candy, and movies, I am now motivated by internal incentives, such as the desire to earn good grades, gain better opportunities, and ensure a successful future for myself.
all due to literacy.